Hello, everybody. It's Catherine with part 2 of your Cancer Love Bomb. And we are going to get right into the message. And for those of you who did not get a chance, please go and check out part 1 of this message, okay? The link is, let's get to part 2. So I promise I'm going to clarify all of this. This is your energy, Cancer. This is your person's energy. There were a couple of things that were popping up on your person's side that I definitely need to clarify. I have an idea of what it could be, but we need to do further clarification. But starting with your energy, going back to recharge and antisocial, what deck am I going to use? I'll use this one. Oh, okay. To recharge and antisocial, this is your energy again. Like I said, I feel like there's the energy of needing time away, pulling away, pulling away from this person or others because there's an energy of this, a lot of stress involved here. Or there's something that took place where your feelings were hurt here. And you just, I don't want to say your feelings were hurt. I'm going to say this is more of a situation, Cancer, where this person constantly, I feel like, had a lot of drama going on or a lot going on in their life. I feel like this person also caused a lot of stress when it came to you. I don't know if this is a friend or a love interest. I'm going to say it's potential love interest here, but I'm getting an energy of this person constantly had things going on. Like every time you turned around, you were picking up the phone and this person had drama or this person had this problem or that. And I feel like it just caused a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, right? With witchcraft here and organized, okay? Again, I'm getting an energy of a lot of things coming up on your end whenever it comes to this person or them just being around or in your energy or ever since you got connected with this person. There's a need to cleanse your energy of everything regarding this person. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because whatever they're dealing with is low vibrational, right? And it's pulling you in energetically. With cassette here again and heart with the key, there's the energy of someone is literally manipulating your energy to have some sort of effect on them. And I feel like an opposite effect. So if this person comes and, says something to you and all of a sudden you're like in a sad mood, this person will come away from that situation feeling better. You know what I mean? And I don't mean feeling better. Now you're sad, now they're better. No, I just mean energetically. It's like they feel like they're in a better position or a state. And this somehow makes them feel more positive. Like it's crazy. It's almost like I said, misery loves company, but it's almost like misery likes you to be worse than they are. You know what I mean? This is somebody who, yeah, it's like negative. It's like a negative vibe or a negative attraction form of attraction, and it's a toxic situation for you to go towards this person, you know, because all you do is you'll be attracted to go towards this person, but when you come away from this person, you are in despair. And I feel like, again, with you, you are taking your power back. So recharge and antisocial. Now that I've gone through all of them, recharge and antisocial. Recharge and antisocial. Okay, that went in the reverse. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, you guys. So again, Nine of Pentacles in the upright is all about being independent, right? Also, there's an energy of being prosperous or being successful, right? When it's in the reverse, this talks about having some sort of a missed opportunity. Okay. It's an energy of getting something by any means necessary. Having a very unhealthy, obsessive, it's like an unhealthy obsession with getting something, right? Or attaining something. I'm also feeling like with this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, this is like someone who's throwing money away or they're spending money recklessly. So in this sense, we're going to say that, you know, Pentacles also refers to time. It refers to energy. And I feel that there is a sense of you needing to energetically separate yourself because this person is taking advantage. There's an energy of you needing to get into this antisocial energy where you're pulling completely away from this person just so that you can build yourself back up, because it's like an energy of you being attached to like some sort of a vampire, right? Or attached to someone who is taking your energy that you wouldn't otherwise give up, right? They're going beyond boundaries here. Under the deck, the Death card. Pulling back your time, pulling back your energy. The Death card is representative of you letting something go, change. And this, look at this. Recharge, let go, clear your mind. With the Death card, this is you letting go, detoxing yourself, your person when it comes to this energy. So you had to separate from this person in order to get you back. Okay? You had to. It was like being under siege. Every time you picked up the phone, it was this person, with more and more negativity, more and more negative vibes, more and more bad news, more and more drama, more and more competition, more and more stress and tension and conflicts. It was always something, I feel, with this person. Tell me about shocking news and under pressure for Cancer. Tell me about shocking news and under pressure for Cancer. Look, the devil. Okay. There it is. Toxic, obsessive, in a way, possessive. Like this person is draining. You see what I'm saying? It's like being in a situation that you cannot get away from, or that you feel the need to break away from. Right? It's almost to the point where you're afraid to pick up your phone. You're afraid to look at your phone because it's going to be something else when it comes to this person. See, under the deck, 7 of Cups. Constant, over and over. Constant confusion. Constant confusion. Constant toxicity. You know what I mean? With witchcraft and organized, no wonder why you feel like you need to detox your energy. You need to detox your environment. Detox the people that, who you have around you in your bank of friends, loved ones, even family members. Tell me about witchcraft and organize. You're going to start to realize, I feel like, that you're starting to lose things, or, you're not fruitful when when you're around this person, or when you allow this person to get or affect you energetically. They're able to pull on your heartstrings, right? With that cassette and that heart with the key, it's like them operating over and over, manipulating your energy, manipulating you emotionally, causing you to feel this way and that way whenever they want to get what they want. No, you're not going to continue to be available for this person to do that. So let's see, what just jumped out of the deck here and went in the reverse. So you have the Hermit. Okay. This is someone who's going away, and they're going inside to their protective place, and they don't want to come back out again. They don't want to come back out again. Okay. I am going to say you could also be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Scorpio. Okay. And when the Hermit is in the upright, the Hermit is evaluating a situation from a distance and then making a decision on how they fit in, or if they even want to fit into the situation. When it's in the reverse, this is someone who they've evaluated the situation and they don't want to be a part of it. They don't want to come back. This was toxic. This was a cycle that needs to end. We need to stop this, right? Unhealthy. Under the deck, Ace of Pentacles, new opportunity. Like, we're not going to go back to the old, the same. You don't want to revive things with this person. It was terribly toxic for you. And, if all is the same, you would just like to move forward, right? You don't want to rehash the past, right? Tell me about cassette and heart with the key. Cassette and heart with the key. So we have that King of Swords here. That King of Swords is very authoritative. The King of Swords is one who does things because they feel like they have the right to. And this person, to you, it just feels like they feel entitled to be able to come and manipulate you emotionally whenever they want to, turn your heartstrings or use that key to unlock or get you to open your heart just so that they can take advantage, make you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And then once you're feeling and once you're in that despair, then they're moving on. They're freeing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're going about their business. Underneath the deck, the Knight of Wands. See? This is a situation where you're like, you know what? This is where I draw the line. Okay, this is where the buck stops. Right? You're no longer going to continue playing with my emotions in this way. Right? And this talks about finding beauty in imperfection. Accept a flaw in yourself or a situation with grace and move forward with look. So this person is constantly coming at you with the negativity, but this talks about finding beauty in imperfection, accepting a flaw in yourself, right? And in this case, with attraction, I feel very strongly that, you know, you find yourself being attracted to certain individuals, right? But I feel like there's a line that needs to be drawn. And I feel like that line, in your case, could it have been drawn sooner? Perhaps. But I feel like there's a need for you to forgive yourself, honestly. I do. Accepting a flaw in yourself or a situation with grace, moving forward with a positive outlook. Like, yeah, I messed up. I allowed this person to, play with my emotions, have me under all this stress, all this pressure. Do you know what I'm saying? Shocking news. You may have found out something about this person, and I feel like you were constantly under pressure of whether or not you were doing the right thing, staying with this person until you completely cleared um, your energy. You cleared your energy. This person is going to find out very soon that they are not welcome. You know what I'm saying? To just come around and do whatever they want to do, say whatever they want to say. But you're going to do it in a graceful way. Tell me about Ebon elegance, finding beauty in imperfection. Tell me about Ebon elegance. So, the Two of Cups came out in the reverse here, right? Imperfection, right? This broken relationship, right? This also talks about tension between you and this person. It talks about moving forward with a positive outlook. You know what I mean? Look, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups. This is 10 cups in this situation, but 2 cups are in the reverse, right? And with the Eight of Cups, I feel like there's an energy of you've already walked away. You were overwhelmed. You threw your hands up. You gave up on the situation, right? But this is where there's a fork in the road. for me. The Eight of Cups represents someone who has learned a lesson and they're moving forward. This is what it says here. Okay. Accepting the flaw. And the flaw is the fact that, yeah, the relationship did not work. Right? I made a bad choice, a bad decision. It didn't work, but I'm going to move forward. I feel like this person may have had a difficult time coping with that, and they were very narcissistic or controlling, and this person didn't want things to end. They didn't want to let you go. And yeah, they were causing drama and stress and putting you through all this stress because you weren't doing what they wanted to do with wishful thinking. But Archangel Michael knows that this person is going through a major transition here. This person is going through major change. There is also a message of forgiveness, and we have 35. There's a journey or a path this person, and with Free Yourself right before this pathway card, I feel like this person is going to go on this journey alone. I feel like once you have freed this person, I feel like they're going to go on this like fool's journey. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person is also going to take their chances on coming through to you with some sort of an apology. If anything, there may be a message here. So it may literally be like a voice message or a text message, okay? Some sort of message, not an actual like conversation is what I'm getting. Tell me about attraction. Again, I feel like this person was very low vibrational. Tell me about attraction here. Look, we have the sun here. And look, it wanted to come out in the reverse. It came out sideways. We'll take it in the upright. Look, and under the deck, we have the Judgment card here. Okay, so this is somebody who's really waking up to the truth here. Yeah, you're going to find out a truth. Like, you know what? It didn't work out. And that Two of Cups in the reverse can also represent like some issue in the connection. This also talks about somebody being very codependent. Someone broke a promise or someone made a promise that they didn't keep. And now you're walking away. You're seeing the truth and you're making a final decision. With the Seven of Swords, this person told a lie. And this is all coming out with attraction here. This is what's going to give you closure. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. This talks about things being uprooted. Tell me about despair. Number 32. And you got 32 twice here with you and despair. Tell me about 32. you. I'm sorry, despair. Look, Five of Wands, Ten of Cups. Oh gosh. Okay. This person, you're either finding out this person has lied to you about something major. I feel like pertaining to another connection. There's some sort of conflict with regards to either a friend, a family member. This is going to be a friend or a family member here. The Five of Pentacles under the deck. Two fives and a 10. Five of Wands with the Ten of Cups, and under the deck, the Five of Pentacles. In despair. In despair. In despair. This person is coming in causing some sort of conflict in some way. Something that this person is going to say. This person is going to cause some sort of conflict, and then they're going to go. They're going to leave because we have the Five of Pentacles under the deck. So this marks it as someone who's abandoning the situation. They're going to cause some sort of conflict within the home, or perhaps even with other family members. Yeah, Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is on some level of communication or something that's going to be said here. Tell me about you. Literally, it says you. Tell me about you for Cancer. Tell me about you. Is you meditating, grounding, relaxing? Look, Six of Pentacles. It's all about you. It's all one-sided. It is time for you to get in your energy where you are to receive in this case, not give. Okay. Underneath the deck, Eight of. So you're going to be receiving some sort of communication. It's going to be one-sided. It is going to be directed at you, but it's not going to be about you or from you. So there's someone who's going to be coming in to communicate something to you. Is going to be completely one-sided. So you are going to get, I feel like, some sort of message. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. This is going to be some sort of an apology. This is some sort of an apology, or compassionate or conversation, sensitive conversation. This is someone who, yeah, they're coming in with compassion. Whatever it is they're going to say, it's directed completely towards you. They're not going to put themselves in the middle of it. You don't have to respond back to this person. They just want to let you know. It's literally going to be they're going to free themselves, right? They're going on a path of forgiving themselves, but then they're also going to ask for forgiveness from you. I just got it. The entire situation. This person had a problem with drinking. This person with the Seven of Cups and the Devil, this person would drink a lot. Shocking news and under pressure. I feel like this person would drink and they would either call you or you would get phone calls because of this person's constant drinking. I'm telling you right now, I'm getting the full picture. Cope and bad news on this person's side with Archangel Michael and wishful thinking. Again, this person is protecting you because this person can't have enough. Nine of Cups is also reflective of someone who's not satisfied, and you see all those cups, right? And then we have cope here with the liquor bottles. Like they're in a situation where they are addicted to drinking, some sort of drinking to cope with something. With unblock and children in the reverse, there could be a situation, and I'm saying this, where there was a family that this person had. Maybe they don't have access to their children or seeing their kids. I don't know. Something is causing this person to have some sort of a broken heart here. Okay. A broken heart, vivid vision, set clear goals, outlining a plan for achieving a personal aspiration. Take the first steps towards making it reality. This person just needs to make whatever steps towards doing what they need to do on a personal level, and their life will start to improve, and they can stop making everyone else's miserable, because that's what's happening. This person, there's something in their own private situation that they're dealing with. They're not getting their way to free themselves. This is a path that they need to travel alone. They're going to have to, they're going to have to set some sort of goal for themselves to get towards what they need. But they're also going to have to come in with this message of, forgiveness. But I feel like it's more of an apology. They're going to ask you for your forgiveness. That's kind of what I'm picking up on heavily. And Archangel Michael is covering you from this person, but also protecting them. Okay. Could be from their own thoughts, unhealthy thinking. Tell me about Archangel Michael with wishful thinking here. Archangel Michael with wishful thinking. This is also giving me Page of Cups energy, daydreaming, but also could be someone who has a drinking issue. And look, we have Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Tension, codependency, y'all. Two of Cups in the reverse. This person is codependent. Not only that, I feel like this person is very hurt as well. They're going through their own broken heart. We have healing heart and we have heartbroken. See what I'm saying? I feel like this person is trying to heal from a broken heart, but then we have heartbroken. So they're going around and causing heartbreak when it comes to you, because they're passing over whatever this negative low vibrational energy is over to you. Whatever their situation is that isn't going the way they need it to go, they're making you the blame. We have the Emperor here. Okay, this is a father. This is someone who potentially has children. Could be someone who is married and now they're divorced. This is also an energy of someone who I feel like there's a lot of tension, and so this person, in order to control their emotions, they go towards the bottom. This is what they do to cope, right? But this is bad news for this person because it only creates more. Tell me about cope and bad news, please. Tell me about cope and bad news. Like all those cards, I am not taking all of these cards. I'm just so not. Tell me about cope and bad news in the reverse. Okay. Look, 10 of Wands. It's too much. It's too much. This person, they can't carry it all. This person is completely burdened. There's a lot. This person is carrying a lot of weight. Look, the Fool. I told you this person is getting ready to go on this journey. okay, where they're going to let go. There's an energy of, not being able to carry these wands any further. And I feel like this person is just going to completely let go. This is an energy of someone who's vulnerable, right? There's also an energy of starting over, getting to the point where, you just have to start fresh, letting go of their troubles here. This person they're burdened. There's some burden here. Tell me about unblock and children. This is what I really wanted to get to. Unblock and children in the reverse. Look, Six of Cups in the reverse, you guys. Now, Six of Cups in the upright can talk about someone's childhood. But when it's in the reverse, this is someone who is like, oh, remember when I said like that this person, something about not dealing with reality, or something about this person's reality, or something that's like not realistic about this person's expectations, or this is Six of Cups in the reverse. This person is living in the past. There's something that this person is not they're not accepting. They're unable to live in the present. So they can't move forward. Look, Five of Cups. I'm telling you, there was a loss. I feel like maybe this person lost a child, and we have the Nine of Cups again. See, drinking. I feel like whatever was this person lost, able to deal with it now. They are depressed. This person drinks. Five of Cups. This is an energy of someone who gets drunk. Like very drunk. You got the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the freaking Six of Cups in the reverse. You tell me what's going on here. That's a lot of doggone cups. What? 20 to be exact. That's a lot of cups, baby. And no matter how much you drink, this person drinks, it's not enough. They're heartbroken. They're not able to heal their heart with this remedy. It's not working. That's why you separated from this person. That's why there's no returning. You see what I'm saying? Because this person, they're unhealed, and they have a whole nother issue going on. But they are going to go on a pathway to free themselves. They're going to go through the 9 steps, I feel like. Is it 9 steps? Or 12 steps? 12-step program? Is that what it is? It's 12. We have 35 and you have 40. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. This person is getting ready to go on a 12-step program. Look at this pathway. And then you have message of forgiveness. That is one of the steps. And I'm going to find out which step it is, because if it's number 4, I'm going to pass out, where you go and ask people to, ask for forgiveness from the people that you were affected, with your drinking or whatnot. I think that's like one of the things in any like Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. I'm sure any kind of those programs where you have an addiction, there's a step. And I don't know which one it is. I haven't been through one, I haven't had to, but I know that there's a step where you have to ask people to forgive you for things that you have done. That is crazy. Tell me about healing heart and heartbroken. Healing heart and heartbroken. They're trying to heal their heart, but their heart is broken. Look, the world just came out in the reverse. Y'all. It's like it just, wow. So this person can't control it. This talks about having absolutely zero control over what is happening. It's chaos, heartbroken. This person is not able to fix it, right? And that's what's going to lead them on this journey. That's when they're going to join this program, because that's going to be the only way that they're able to free themselves from this pattern, y'all. Under the deck, Ace of Wands. This is what is going to fire this person up. This talks about someone being fired up, being passionate, or something sparking, right? A change. And in this case, that's what it is. This person is hitting rock bottom, and this is going to spark a change. This talks about this person setting goals. Tell me about vivid vision. Okay, seeing themselves. This says taking the first steps, y'all. They are going through a 12-step program. Look at that. It says approach. No, it says personal aspiration and take the first steps towards making it a reality. And remember, I said with the Six of Cups in the reverse, they weren't living in reality. And remember, I said there's something about this person's reality that's not sustainable. You know what I mean? Like they can't go on. They can't continue down this road. They're going to have to set clear goals and go down a different path. See, look, 7 of Pentacles. This is someone who is setting goals. Cancer. Oh my gosh. Having vision of the future, expectations of rewards, things getting better over time, right? Beautiful. Under the deck, look, Queen of Cups, healing. Healing. This is also an energy of like a social worker going to a program where you can take the steps towards healing. It's going to take time, but this person is going on this pathway towards freedom. Tell me about free yourself here. Tell me about free yourself. Free yourself. So we have the Guru. Look at this, y'all. I cannot right now. The Hierophant. Okay, completely freeing your mind, okay, of that devil energy, this obsession, right? Under the deck, look at this 3 of Pentacles, counseling. This is it. This is the way, getting help to free your mind. Freeing yourself. This person is going to free themselves of whatever it was that was hindering them and causing them to be in a different state of mind. Tell me about pathway. Tell me about pathway. It's going to be a self situation. Like you're not going to be involved with this person while they're going through this. Look, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. In the reverse. So this is an energy of someone who is we're going to say possessive. Okay. Yeah. Possessive. And this can also represent an energy of someone who is keeping something all for themselves. They're not providing to others. And that's why this has to be a journey that is taken alone, because it's going to take everything that this person has to go through these 12 steps. You know what I'm saying? Towards healing. They cannot be in a connection with someone else and they have these personal things going on. You know what I'm saying? They're having to let go and free themselves of these things that, they were bound by, right? Under the deck, look, 6 of Wands. In order to be successful, in order to be successful, in order to be, you know what I'm saying, having something that others can be proud of, right? In order to, like, also very possessive. I'm getting an energy of this person not wanting others involved in the situation, because this is going to be something that they can say they did. They put the bottle down. They chose not to. Yeah. This is going to be a self journey. They're going down this path of healing, but it's going to be one that they're going to have to operate on their own. Tell me about message of forgiveness. Message of forgiveness. Tell me about message. Okay, and look, we have the Strength card in the reverse, baby. This talks about completely surrendering. Completely surrendering. This is someone who's being very submissive. They're not having to be in control. Okay. Wow, completely letting go. And this person is letting go of their ego, letting go, being vulnerable here. Under the deck, the Queen of Wands. By a third party means. There's going to be an energy of, you may get a letter, okay, from this person. They may have their sponsor send something, or they, you know what I mean? It's going to be a third party apology. This person doesn't want to invade or interfere. I feel like this person's going to come in being very respectful. But this is someone who's very sure, right, of the path that they're on. And with the Hangman, there's also an energy of this person, I feel like, making a sacrifice. They're not sure of how you're going to respond here. They don't want to come in just like, they don't just want to barge in. There's an energy of not just barging in. Again, I feel like that Hangman with the Strength card in the reverse is letting me know this person is not just running in there and, trying to apologize to you directly. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful Cancers. Beautiful. So if you guys would like to have more in-depth extended, please hit me up and let me know. I'd be happy to take you into more when it comes to this energy. All right. Other than that, you guys hit that like button, y'all. And I will see you later. Maybe I'll go live and do a reading later, you guys. If you would like, maybe I'll go live and do some question readings if y'all are interested. All right. All my one question readings are always $11.11. I am running a sale on the website. Everything above $12 is 25% off. She is back as the coupon shop. Go check it out. Join the channel membership. Most of all, hit that like button. And I love you guys. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.